Welcome to my little workbench here. I'm going to walk you through how to make a little micro pedal board using the 3D printed legs that I've designed and published. I'm excited to share this with you. So what I've got laid out here is all of the materials you'll need. Of course, we've got the 3D print of the legs. We've got paint sticks. These are actually the surface that your pedals will mount to. You can buy these real cheap for like $2 for a pack of 10 at a home improvement store. We also need 2 1/2-inch dowels, just a little bit shorter than the paint sticks. And then of course the fuzzy side of Velcro to put on the paint sticks to attach the pedals. Also need some glue. I'm using Gorilla Glue, and because I'm using Gorilla Glue, which expands as it dries, I also have some clamps to hold everything in place. So with that, we can jump into it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3D print and I'm going to clean up all the flashing from the print. All right, I've cleaned up all the flashing from the print. So I want to go ahead and show you these 2 pieces. They're mirrored, so they're the same, but exactly opposite. What we've got is a couple of holes for the 1/2-inch dowels, as well as little notches on the top where the paint sticks are going to go. On the underneath side, we'll have the feet cut out so that our cables can run through and run out, as well as a little slot that works as a cable keeper. So that's where we're going to start with those. First thing that we want to do is we put our model together is grab one of the 1/2-inch dowels. We're going to slot that 1/2-inch dowel into the leg. We can just twist it a little bit. It'll friction fit in there. So friction fit in there. It doesn't have to be flush or anything, just on a little bit like that. And likewise, we'll take the other one and put it in the back hole. There, like so. So now we've got the 2 legs put together, and then we'll put the other side on. Get them in place. So they're very nearly flush with the ends on both sides, and that's actually gives you a sense of the overall size and shape of the pedal board. So that's what we've got going on there. Cool. Okay, next step is going to be to apply the surface. I've got my 2 paint sticks here. One of these paint sticks, I had some Velcro that I pulled off the wrong edge on, and so I've gone ahead and stuck it to it. But basically we're going to have these paint sticks sit here on the pedal board like so. It fits right into those notches, and again you have a sense of what's going on there. We'll notice that the paint sticks run over the top of the wooden dowels, so the wooden dowels give it the stiffness, the paint sticks give it the surface, and overall the whole thing remains very light. So now I'm going to glue those in place. A little bit of the Gorilla Glue. Putting just a drop of the Gorilla Glue right on that gap where the dowel sits. A little dab will do you with this stuff. It does expand as it dries. And I'm going to center this guy up. Good. Got that guy clamped on there good. A little bit of glue overrun, but we'll just clean that up with a knife when we're done. Now mount the lower rail. All right, so that's everything all clamped up. We'll let it be for about 24 hours, and then we'll come back and apply the Velcro and mount up the pedals. Just a real quick tour. That's kind of what we're looking at there. So everything's lined up, looks good. All right, we're back 24 hours later. I'm going to take the clamps off, see what it looks like. So there it is. As promised, we do have a little bit of overflow from the Gorilla Glue. So there's the pedal board completed. You can see where it's got the notches for our cable stays, lots of space between the pedal for your cords to go through. Next step is to add the Velcro. All right, so there's the Velcro all locked down. All right, here's the pedal board, pedals I plan to mount on this pedal board. I've got a hot wax distortion as the first in the chain, and for the moment I'm just going to kind of dry fit them on the board. They've all got Velcro on the back. TC Mini flashback delay, TC Mini Hall of Fame reverb, and then the Ditto. So we've got a little bit of extra space. I could give these space to breathe. And I think that's how most people would mount them, with the foot switches on the low end and the knobs at the top. However, I prefer to actually mount it the other direction so that the foot switches are easier to hit from the top and the knobs are easier to miss with your feet as you're working. So I'm going to actually flip it around, mount them that way, and get it. Ditto looper there. Much to everyone's chagrin, I'm sure, I will be using a daisy chain to power these. So first one sneaks up through here, power plug there. My patch cables are the Ernie Ball flat patch so that I can really pack the pedals in. And then there's space between, of course, so that you can slot the cables down. Here's the full bank of pedals mounted to the board. Now I've got an opportunity to sort the cords some. So if I look at my cords, I can. I like to keep them nice and neat. The patch cables aren't a problem because these are the very short patch cables, but the power cords are kind of all over the place. And so I'm going to lace those through here. And you can see where they will tuck into a little slot there. Wedge in nice. Have to plug in. So that pedal board all mounted up, good to go. Cords nicely tucked into the leg stands and the downward ported patch cables, and we're in business. So that's the pedal board. Hopefully you'll be interested to make your own. Perfect size for those TC Mini pedals. Holds the more standard electro-harmonic size pedal just fine. One last thing, I figured just to give you a sense of how it might hold other pedals. Here's the set that we just worked on. This is the first version I made. I've got a micro expression pedal, just the passive resistance volume pedal, tuner, compressor, the Behringer multiband EQ. Again, it doesn't like fit hidden in it, but it's all on there, no problem. And then again on the back, the cord organization is pretty easy. Again, I've got the one plug for going in and a couple of other extra plugs on this particular daisy chain, so you can power it off of one spot.